coming in from Bengal, where the state government employees coordination committee of 27 unions, including the left unions, have attempted to march to the state legislative assembly, and they've also clashed with the police, where they were stopped at Esplanade in central Kolkata. We are showing you those very images, and these are the very visuals of that scuffle that ensued, that also capture the clash with the cops. The protesters, in fact, were demanding the pending dues from the state government. Let me take this across to my colleague Shogata, who has more details. Yes, Shogata, what is happening here?
Well, you see, after, back-to-back marches which were held by the opposition parties, especially the BJP, it's now the state government's own employees who have hit the streets in demand for the pending dearness allowances, which the state government is yet to pay them. And this has been a contentious issue for a long time now. It has been a very, very sensitive issue for the state government employees. And today, 27 state government organizations, employees unions, including left unions, who staged a march towards the Legislative Assembly. Mind you, the Bengal Legislative Assembly is currently in session. The winter session of the Legislative Assembly is currently on. And in the current circumstances, these employees who had assembled in huge numbers attempted to march towards the Legislative Assembly and were obviously stopped by the police at central Kolkata in Esplanade, where the protesters clashed with the police. They overran barricades. They managed to breach a couple of barricades, and then they were stopped at a final barricade close to the Raj Bhavan. And from there, at present, the police are currently rounding them up, picking them up and shoving them inside prison vans, where they would be taken to the Lal Bazar, Kolkata police headquarters, presumably, and the arrests are currently being made. So right now, there are chaotic scenes right in the heart of Kolkata, on the streets of Kolkata, and this has now come from the state government's own employees. Back to you.
Right, Shogata, please stay on with us. Let me take this across to Mr. Shikanta Majumdar of the BJP, who is now joining us on the broadcast. Mr. Majumdar, what you see playing out on the streets of Kolkata is a sad story. However, this is an argument that was denied by the government in the state, and this issue was raked up in September as well this year.
See, for several years, these employees are fighting for their rights, and they own the case in the Kolkata High Court, in the division bench, and now state government has moved to the Supreme Court. And Mamata Banerjee's government is depriving these employees for several years, and not even that, the Mamata Banerjee herself stated, "Don't bark." So this was the language of Mamata Banerjee regarding the demand of DA. Don't bark like a dog, and don't demand the DA. So it was her statement regarding the demand of the DA of these employees. So her police will do this kind of atrocities on these employees. This is quite natural.
Also, the fact that, Mr. Majumdar, even the court had asked the government to pay off the pending dues within 3 months, and I'm going back to September 2022. However, from what we are seeing happening in Kolkata at the moment, where agitated employees have taken to the streets, they were marching to the Legislative Council, the Assembly, of course, is something which is a very, very strong statement that had been made, because they are clearly disgruntled. Not much is happening, and not much movement is happening from what we can see in these visuals.
But see, these people are demanding for their rights. And already, as I told you, the court has given its verdict that the state government should pay their rights to the employees.
Yes.
But our state government is not ready to pay that due DA. And government is moving towards Supreme Court. And now the employees, they came out to protest, and they want their right, and we support their demand morally. And we are beside them, and we will help them legally as well as politically.
Any word for the Mamata Banerjee government in the state by the BJP?
Already we have stated that, even in our manifesto we promised that if our government would came, then we will provide the DA as per the central government percentage or central government norms. But we could not succeed. It's another different story. But we believe that they should not be deprived and their due DA should be given by the state government as early as possible.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Majumdar, for joining us on the broadcast. Let me take this back to my colleague Shaugat, who continues to be with us and who is bringing to us these visuals that we are playing out on your screen. Shaugat, the fact that even the court had asked the government in the state to pay off the pending dues within 3 months, what is happening on that account?
Well, you see, the state government is in a bit of a fix as far as paying of DA is concerned. It's clearly because of the fact that the government exchequer is depleting very, very sharply. We do know that Mamata Banerjee has been raising her voice both at the administrative levels as well as at political levels, stating that the centre is yet to pay its dues on various social welfare schemes that the state government has been repeatedly asking for, and that includes the pending GST amounts, that the state government had been asking for. Under the current circumstances, where the state government is already under heavy burden of loans and debts, the paying of dues to the state government employees, at least making them at par with that of the centre, is become a very, very contentious issue. And as a result of which, despite the fact that the Calcutta High Court had passed an order to that effect, the government is challenging that order before the Supreme Court and is being and are moving to the apex court of the country to challenge the order that has come from the high judiciary of the state. So obviously, the state government is not willing to give up the legal battle just yet, and as a result of which the matter still hangs in limbo, and that is exactly why we see the kind of chaotic scenes that persist or prevail on the streets of Kolkata at this point in time, because the state government employees would have none of it, and they want their DA to be at par with that of the centre, and with the upcoming panchayat polls and the all important general elections in 2024 coming up. Obviously, these unions feel that this is the right time to pressurize the state government into committing that DA, and that's the reason why you see them on the streets, and you see the kind of the chaos and the trouble.
Shaugat, one final thing: was this a planned march? Was this a planned march? Did the police know about this movement, and where exactly were all these people stopped? Was it just outside the Legislative Assembly gates?
Well, the first barricade, the first main barricade, was put up by the police at Esplanade. That's the Dorina crossing, which is about a kilometer ahead of the assembly main gate. But some section of the protesters managed to sneak through the barricades and came precariously close to the Bengal Assembly gate. The gate which is the south-facing gate of the Bengal Assembly, and that's where they were also